Aloha from Singapore, everyone. My name is Daniel Purnomo. I'm a musician based in Singapore. So yeah, in this sharing, I want to talk about the first time I encounter ukulele. So I think some of us encounter ukulele because we play guitar. So it's the same as me also. Basically, music has been my passion since I was in my teenage. And back then, I didn't listen to music until one day my dad played a jazz song, because he's got a lot of cassettes from my grandfather that he thought that he want to throw some and he would keep some. So he played it one by one. In this particular moment, I heard something like really resonate in my heart. So I was so curious what kind of music was this, because usually a lot of my peers back then they played pop song and I wasn't really interested in pop song. But there's a one particular song which is to me is totally different with the normal pop song. Then I asked my dad, what is this? Then he saw the album, the cover, and then he said, oh, it's jazz, it's Bossa Nova. So basically it's Cannonball Adderley. That's the album. So to me, it means jazz is good. So then since then I wanted to learn jazz, and then I learned jazz. Okay, nevertheless, my study, I went into academy, like a university in my hometown back in Indonesia, and I graduated as an engineer, industrial engineering. Nevertheless, my passion of music is stronger than engineering side, although I still see the similarity between engineering and musician. So they both need creativity, how to solve the problem, because basically engineering is about solving the problem in the company. And in music, I find it's the same way. How are we gonna be playing back then? Yeah, guitar, and I want to have a bass line. I want to have some freedom of improvisation. I want to have some chord going on. Although I play in the band also, but I'm also curious about how the guitar things works. And I'm inspired by the great Charlie Bird. He plays Brazilian, Bossa Nova and samba. He himself was an American. And I was intrigued by Joe Pass, the great Joe Pass, Martin Taylor, Erklu, a lot of guitar stuff that I'm interested, and I felt like, wow, I want to be like them, you see. So they inspired me. So I learned the guitar, and I took up some classical lessons also just for the technique, because my reference and my taste is always about jazz and making some improvisation. I like to be playful, and I have the tendency to play the same song differently every time. So in any way, I graduated as an engineer still, and I worked in the field for about only 1 month. And then the passion of music is very strong. So at the end, I worked back then in Indonesia as a full-time musician. So I used to teach there, and also I played in the hotel and the cafe almost every day. I think I've got like off days, only like 2 days off within a week. And then I have a thought, maybe I should take music as my degree. So I came to Singapore, I studied music here, and I've got my bachelor degree here. Then I've been living here for, I think, 19 good years already. So I still do the same things. So I played for events, I played for cafe, restaurant, back then before COVID. Of course now we cannot play in the restaurant anymore. And I'm hoping that they will open up soon. And I still do teaching. I teach in some schools, I teach in community clubs, and I teach privately also. I also have some regular online classes like intermediate class, in which one batch is actually 12 meetings. And then in that class, I teach a lot about fingerstyle, the concept of fingerstyle, the logic, and how to combine the chord and the melody for the songs that I choose for that batch. So I equip them with a lot of logical musical concept, and also the mapping of the fingerboard, and also the rhythm studies, and also hearing many of musician kind of practice. I also have strum and plug class. It's a group things in which I train them in the groove, so various style of playing, and then I will ask them to play along with the backing track, in which sometimes I make the backing track, sometimes I just use the YouTube video and then ask them, equip them to play along together with the track. I actually have a thought also, maybe I should make some video for the ukulele course. In that case, I can serve more worldwidely. I hope this year I can realize that idea. Back to the part, the first time I encountered a ukulele. So it was in, if I'm not wrong, 2011. Of course, I saw a lot of people have been playing ukulele back then, but for some reason it didn't really interest me because I'm a guitarist. So I thought, okay, it's a small instrument that looks like a toy. Okay, I changed my mind later on. So in one occasion, one of my musician friends just handed me a ukulele, just let me try. So I tried it out of my curiosity, and for some reason I felt it's very comfortable, and I didn't know why until she explained, oh, it's basically like a guitar, you know, it's just perfect fourth above the guitar, because she explained that it's the same as when I capoed the guitar on the 5th fret and then changed the last string into 1 octave higher. Then it came into my realization, oh, it's very similar with guitar. Nevertheless, I didn't pursue ukulele. I just happily played my guitar until there was an opportunity for me. There's an inquiry of someone that for some reason asked me to teach ukulele. So in which I said yes, because I thought that I know how it works. Then after I said yes, I bought a ukulele. So since then I started, you know, not so much about playing, but you know, at least I know how to teach people, because it's just the same way, the same strumming. And then until one day I discovered there's a low G ukulele. Oh, okay, so it's a new thing. So, and then it completes my logic in guitar, right? So because, okay, so I think it makes sense to me. Then in 2016 is where I started exploring ukulele even more, because back then I just joined a community club as an instructor there. And then happened that my students, they like the way I teach, and then they bring a lot of their friends also to join them in my class. Since then I felt motivated to explore more, and then I explore that actually it's possible to play solo. You know, on guitar I usually play the bass line also, but here there's no bass line, you know, pretty much it's all the treble. Nevertheless, it forces me to think out of the box. So when I strum, I need to play the melody also. I think it's a good challenge. Now I can enjoy both guitar and ukulele. Yet ukulele is portable, I can just bring anywhere. I make a series also on my YouTube. It's called Uk and Food, where I go to some restaurant in Singapore. I review their food while I'm playing ukulele there. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Stay happy and healthy, stay blessed, stay calm and play music.